Okay. Um, Hello, everyone, and welcome to our first farmer office hours on mainnet. What an exciting moment this is for all of us in the Autonomous community. I'm Jim Counter, your head of community, and I couldn't be happy to have you all here as we embark on this incredible new chapter together. First off, a massive thank you to each and every one of you who has supported us on this journey to mainnet. Whether you've been here since the early testnets or just joined us recently, you are the heartbeat of this network. And us all being here today is only possible due to what we've achieved together. Mainnet is live, escape velocity has been reached, and rewards are enabled. The energy and enthusiasm from our farming community have been nothing short of inspiring. The numbers we've hit and the engagement we've seen over the past weeks are a testament to the strength and dedication of this global network we're building. Let's do a quick round of introductions for anyone who's not familiar with the community team. We have Randy, our technical community manager, here to keep us all informed on the network state and inner workings. We have Ryan, our social community manager, driving engagement and helping us connect across our channels. We don't have Emil yet, but he will be along shortly. Emil is our developer community manager, and he's always ready to support our builders and creators. He'll be along shortly, I hope. And then we have Fredik, last but not least, Fredik, our ambassador community manager, leading the charge with our global ambassador team. Okay, for those of you who might be new to our community or need a quick reminder, don't forget to follow us on our social media channels. You can see them on the screen there. So on X, we are at AutonomousNet. You can see there are links there to our Discord and Telegram. If you want to just take a shortcut, go to our website, autonomous.xyz, you'll see them at the bottom. And then the forum, of course. And all these platforms are a great way to stay informed between the calls we hold. And our X account is positively on fire at the moment, so please do check it out. Speaking of which, there's a chance for farmers to share a screenshot of their operation and be in with a chance to win a small token of our appreciation. I'm just going to drop that in the chat, guys, so feel free to open that up as we go through our usual preamble. Okay, so today's office hours, as ever, are packed with updates and exciting news as we settle into this new phase. Here's a look at the agenda. We're going to kick things off with a network update to give you the latest insights on how the mainnet is performing. Then we'll take a look back at the mainnet launch, celebrating the milestones we've hit so far. We'll announce the Plotometer contest winners and showcase the incredible technical prowess of our and creativity, sorry, of our community. I see Emil's there, as promised. He's joined us. Excellent. Hey, Emil. Plotometer. Okay, there's also the unveiling of our community yearbook initiative and a big update regarding ambassador onboarding. Then we're going to give you a sneak peek at a fun new way to stay involved. It's the soft launch of our drip engagement platform, where you can earn points for participating in our community and turn them into amazing rewards. Of course, as always, we'll wrap up with a Q&A session, so get those questions ready, guys. We do love to see your farming related questions, so please do raise them in the chat bar. Unfortunately, we do once again have to ask that viewers stick to English with their questions. Thanks for your understanding there. Okay, and so without further ado, let's hand over to Randy for State of the Network. Do you want to take it away, Randy?
Thank you, Jim. It's great to be here. Lots of things happened since our last meeting, so let's go ahead and take a look at the next slide. Okay, on mainnet, we're now up to 2,260 nodes. We have just slightly over 400 petabytes pledged, which is great. Our latest version is November 28th. And just a couple highlights from that. We have, it improves farm locking to avoid JSON file corruption. Big one here is to improve the performance of downloading piece caches from the DSN and improving plot performance in cluster, especially with GPUs when some farms are slow to write sectors to disk. And then improvements to object mapping plus space waste gateway for retrieving objects from the DSN. We haven't really talked about whale watch in a while, but now that mainnet's live, I thought it'd be great to mention it. We have the top 10 all have over 25,000 rewards, and the top 3 over 50,000 rewards. So we've got some people that are quite heavy into the farming. Next slide, please. We're also going to start reporting on the Taurus testnet statistics. As in the upcoming few months, this is probably going to become a lot more important as we're testing new things here. Our node count is at 107, space pledged at 1.66 petabytes. Our latest version is November 5th. We are also testing a December 3rd pre-release version. There's been a few reports of people not being able to get nodes connected on testnet, so we're looking into that. Okay, next up we have our hot topics. And go ahead and let's do the first slide. Okay, token transferability seems to be a hot topic. Now that the space pledged goal has been more than met, the focus has shifted away from that goal and now towards when the token could be transferred. Many of you have probably heard that the target for transfers being enabled is Q1 2025. Now that doesn't mean January 1st it's going to happen. Like mainnet, there's a list of milestones that need to happen before this is possible. Just stay tuned for the Discord and our foreign announcements for upcoming details. The other hot topic is farming pools. There's been a few discussions in Discord regarding these pools. People use them for a variety of reasons. We don't tell them that they shouldn't use the pools, but there are many advantages to not using them. Pools are run with closed source code. You can't be sure how honest they are. Plots are in a proprietary format that make it hard to move from that particular pool to another or back to the official client. And Autonomys can't provide support for the pooling software. Now, pools don't exist to give away their services for free, and we've seen talk of wildly varying taxes being applied. Our goal, of course, is to make the official software easier to use than pooling software, so we really appreciate feedback on any way that we can improve the experience. That's it for hot topics. Back to you, Jim.
Thanks very much, Randy. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit on the launch and how it went. So hello again, everyone. So as I've said, we're going to take a moment to reflect on what we've accomplished together here. The launch of the Autonomys mainnet has been nothing short of historic, not just for our community, but for the blockchain and decentralized AI space as a whole. I'm going to guide you through the highlights, the milestones, and the incredible contributions that made this achievement possible. So let's start with a quick recap of how we got here. Mainnet launched with the Space Race, a structured rollout designed to engage our community while gradually building the foundation for a resilient and secure network. As I was putting this slide together earlier, I realized that once again, we've kind of set expectations that not a lot goes wrong. Nice and tight there. So we kicked things off on the 6th and we reached escape velocity on November the 22nd. So what went on in those phases? First of all, the launchpad phase. This was all about preparing the infrastructure and the community for the mainnet launch. It started with the proof of time seed ceremony, ensuring secure and fair randomness for the network's launch. And Launchpad was where the Subspace Foundation deployed the initial network infrastructure and encouraged early farming participation. Moving into the liftoff phase, during liftoff, block authoring was activated for the first time, and that was where we handed over the reins of the network to our farmers. It was no longer just the Genesis farmer running on the network, which of course marked the transition from centralized testing to decentralized participation. A critical step towards realizing our vision of becoming the infrastructure layer for decentralized AI, which we'll call AI 3.0. This grand occasion was further enhanced with the release of our white paper, light paper, and the Foundation published details of token allocation and distribution. All great resources, which I encourage everyone to check out. And if you're not sure where, check out on our main website, autonomous.xyz. Of course, then we reached escape velocity. To activate mainnet rewards, we set an ambitious space race target. Initially, the target was 600 petabytes, but after listening to community feedback, we revised it to 210 petabytes. A more achievable goal that still reflected the scale of our ambition and our commitment to ensuring the long-term security of the network. Just 12 short days ago, it feels like longer, we hit that milestone. Reaching escape velocity automatically triggered the on-chain activation of farming rewards, officially marking the beginning of incentivized farming on mainnet. The success of this launch has been nothing short of phenomenal. Let me share some key highlights. As you can see from the graph there, I'm sure some of you recognize where that's come from. Total pledged space, so over 414 petabytes. Our numbers are slightly different, Randy, I've just realized. I took the reading a few hours ago. So as you can see from the graph, the space does fluctuate a bit. But honest, it was 414 petabytes when I checked it earlier. Pledged to the network, far exceeding our revised target of 210, of course. This massive achievement demonstrates the strength and commitment of our farming community. Global node count, more than 2,250 active nodes with participation from every corner of the globe. This diverse and decentralized network is the backbone of Autonomys. Space Acres is our gateway application to farming on the Autonomys network. We are very proud of the low barriers to entry. That means anyone with modest hardware are able to help secure the network and earn AI3 for their efforts. There's an interesting statistic. If you see the bottom right box there, mainnet has seen a big increase in the number of farmers using Space Acres. It's been nearly 50-50 since launch, which is wonderful to see. In addition, of course, community contributions. So the plotometers came in very useful during the space race, but Emil's going to be talking on those in a bit more detail next, because instead I want to give a shout out to Wolf Rage, RS00 for their monitoring dashboards, Hake Hardware, he's popped up again today for the guides that have helped newbies get set up, and of course Vexa for that amazing rewards calculator that has been gathering traction in Discord. You can see that on the right. Maybe someone can drop some links in the chat to these great resources, and there's a dedicated channel in Discord too, community contributions, where you can find all these tools in one place and ensure you get the latest updates. I want to take a minute to just go back and discuss the space race target update. So one of the most remarkable aspects of this journey has been our community's involvement. When we initially set a target of 600 petabytes, we heard your feedback. We heard it loud and clear. Revising the target to 200 petabytes wasn't just about hitting milestones faster. It was about ensuring that our network grows sustainably and with the full participation of our community, which we thank everyone for. This is what decentralization looks like in action. Listening to the people who make up the network and adjusting course when needed. And moving forward, the Subspace Foundation will continue to guide this process with a roadmap focused on progressive decentralization of governance and long-term sustainability. This launch wouldn't have been possible without the incredible efforts of our community. Farmers, your commitment to plotting space, running nodes, and contributing to the network's health has been inspiring. Ambassadors, you've been our voice, reaching out to new members and spreading the word about Autonomys. Builders and creators, the tools, visualizations, and contributions you've developed have enriched the entire ecosystem. Core contributors, engineers, designers, community managers, and the myriad talents dedicated to our vision, your hard work laid the foundation for everything we've achieved. And everyone else, of course, whether you've shared feedback, engaged in discussions, or simply cheered us on, you've been an essential part of this journey. While reaching escape velocity is a monumental achievement, it's also just the beginning. With rewards now live and farming fully operational, we're entering a new phase of scaling, decentralization, and innovation. The journey ahead will focus on enhancing the network's capabilities, building out new use cases, and fostering an even stronger community. This is your network, and together we've already accomplished something extraordinary. Let's keep building on this momentum as we push forward into this exciting new chapter. Thank you for being part of this incredible journey. Now, let's turn to Emil, who has some exciting news about the Plotometer contest winners. Emil, we didn't do a mic check. Can we hear you?
Test. Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you great. Thank you. I'll hand over to you. Thanks,
Thank you
Emil.
very much, Jim. Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for being here. I know that you all been eagerly awaiting this moment, and I couldn't be more thrilled to finally share the results and announce the winners of the Space Race Plotometer contest. Before diving in, I want to take a moment to give a huge shout out to all the participants. You not only tested and pushed the boundaries of our SDK, but also supported each other, asked insightful questions, and brought your creativity to life with your incredible plotometers. During the space race, as Jim mentioned, your tools became absolutely essential for tracking the pledge space. But you didn't stop there. Your creativity took things to a whole new level, showing the latest release information, tracking wallet balances, plotting storage growth over time, and even displaying data across multiple networks. It's been a joy to see your innovative solutions. We hope you had as much fun building your plotometers as we and the whole community in general had using them. Now, let's take a moment to celebrate the incredible work of our contestants. Of course, we have Hal and Jay, who was the first to submit their project, a challenging feat in itself. Hal and Jay's sleek plotometer stood out for its ability to track data across two networks, setting a strong precedent for everyone else. Bing Bang. Where do I start? Bing Bang design was an absolute stood out, featuring a stunning astronaut, or should I say autonaut, on the background. Plus, their easy-to-use rewards checker became a favorite of mine, and I can admit I used it to check all my testnet rewards even before I adjusted my sub-wallet to the new network. Hake Hardware. What a creative way and journey to the stars. Their plotometer made tracking the rocket progress and escape velocity a genuine, exciting experience. Of course, we have Zolkis, probably the most shared plotometer in our Discord. And Jim, I know that Jim even used the chart here in the presentation. Zolkis didn't just track space pledges, as mentioned, but they also charted it over time, visually showcasing the network rapid growth. A truly dynamic and engaging contribution. And saving for last, Wolfrage's Autobot. This Discord bot is a powerhouse for very important stats, including block height, and the latest and release information, and of course, the total pledge space. And you know what the best part is? The bot is sticking around even after the contest ends. So it's there and it's available for you to use all the time. Choosing a winner was incredibly tough for the Autonomys team. Every submission was unique, creative, and made a lasting impression. But after much deliberation, the Autonomys team has decided that the winner of the Space Race Plotometer contest and 500 USDC, draw roll please, is Zolkis. Congratulations, Zolkis. Your innovative charting of storage over time and community impact really stood out. And now for the second part of the contest, predicting the space race completion date. We had only one submission, but it was fantastic. It was pretty close to the actual time and the end of the space race. So the winner of the closest space race end date prediction contest and the owner of the unique legacy subspace Autonomous merge is Vexer. Congratulations, Vexer. Like your merch is awaiting you. But wait, there is more. We were genuinely so impressed by everyone's hard work and creativity that we've decided to reward every contestant with 50 USDC. That's right. Wolfrage, Bing Bang, Helen J, Hake Hardware, thank you so much for your contributions, for your submissions, and essentially for being this part of this amazing contest. This is it for me for now. It's been an absolute pleasure watching the developer community thrive and grow, and I cannot wait for more contests and see what you'll create next. Thank you for making the space race truly unforgettable. Over to you, Jim.
Thanks, Emil. Yeah, absolutely. Amazing, guys. We were using the plotometers internally. It's not, I don't think that's a big surprise. Really wonderful engagement. And yeah, we're pleased that we can kind of recognize everyone's efforts. We really do appreciate it. Thanks very much. Okay. I think I'm actually, I took myself off by accident. Right, here we go. Little bit of teething problems. Okay, so I'm now going to bring Randy on. Randy, you're going to talk to us about the community yearbook, are you?
Sure thing. Thank you, Jim. Just a quick note about the plotometers. Yeah, Zolkis's one, I probably linked it like 15 times. So that was pretty cool. Everyone wanted to see over time. So let's talk about this new initiative we have, the community yearbook. You can switch slides, Jim. So to celebrate an incredible year of growth, transformation, and collaboration, we're creating something special, Community Yearbook. The Community Yearbook is a fun, volunteer-based project to preserve memories, share laughter, and celebrate the unique individuals and pets who make Autonomys what it is. This yearbook will be a tribute to our shared milestones and a keepsake of those foundational moments. So earlier this year, we created a team yearbook that was included in the Genesis seed data. As you can see here, we have an example with 2 of the community managers. Now we want to extend this tradition to our amazing community, capturing Autonomy's journey together in its early days. So how can you participate? Well, there's going to be 4 categories here. We have quotes, funny or inspiring thoughts about the past year with Autonomys. Pets of Autonomys, share your pet's best photo along with the name or nickname. I think we had one of those in the hardware contest as well. Moments, funny captions or stories that define the year. And then we have creative contributions, artwork, jokes, or even a short thank you note to the community. So it's really pretty open here. Why should you participate? Well, to be a part of capturing Autonomy's early history, to celebrate our incredible journey and achievements, and help create a tradition that we can grow and look back on each year. And here's the fine print here. Submissions are voluntary and must be respectful. You can submit as many or as few items as you'd like. And later today, we're going to create and open up a new Discord channel, followed by an announcements in the Discord and on the forum. So please pay attention to that. This should be pretty fun. Thank you. Back to you, Jim.
Thanks, Randy. Yeah, so our staff yearbook is actually in the seed data as well. So at some point you'll be able to drag that down and check it out. But yeah, we hope to see some exciting submissions here. Thank you, Randy. I'll let you go because up next we have Pradeep. Here we go. Hey, Pradeep, how you doing?
Doing great. Can you all hear me?
I hear you fine.
All right. So, hello, Autonots. I hope you can hear me fine because you're about to hear something exciting. Actually, scratch that. We're going to hear something game-changing, and I'll keep it to my word as I'll explain later. Because, you know, aspiring ambassadors, I'm not here just to announce a new process system. Today, I believe we opened the door for future Autonomys ambassadors to rise and shine. I mean, we opened the door for you to participate more actively. Those of you who will be waiting patiently, and I see TJB Alt, I know that your question on the forum, thank you. The wait is officially over. Now, before I go into the weeds, please allow me a few seconds to reflect on the past a little bit. Let's board the DMC DeLorean and time travel for a moment. Back in early 2022, we launched the Subspace, now rebranded Autonomys Ambassador Program, led by the sterling leadership of Diana, followed by a group of loyal true believers, ambassadors, some of them still with us today, Emil, Nekoturk, Chengais, to name a few. I felt honored, really, to join in early 2023, and whoa, what a journey it has been. I mean, no exaggeration. We brought together to the Ambassador Program an amazing community of creators, builders, problem solvers, troubleshooting tech wizards, crafting content, engagement, managing multilingual communities. No small feat. Coding new community tools like rock stars. our ambassadors have done it all. Now, to the incredible 80+ ambassadors who's been with us so far, you've been our stars. Seriously, round of applause to you. Now, having said that, since then, Autonomys network has grown, we're leveling it up, and it's time for next big step, which takes us to the big reveal. So here's the big news. Starting today, we move into a brand new on-demand onboarding process. Let me say it again for those in the back. On-demand onboarding. What does it mean for the aspiring ambassadors? It means no more waiting for quarterly cohorts, no more missed opportunities. This process is all about you, your skills, and the skills the program needs at any point in time. Next slide, please. Yeah, so how does it work? Okay, this is how it works, all right? Step by step, no confusion, just action. Step one, you fill out the open application form, which we're going to announce publicly. I'll be happy to paste it here. Just a quick second. And this is really, the application form is your moment to brag a little or brag a lot. Tell us what makes you unique. Think of you as, I was born to do this moment, all right? Step two, our lead ambassadors and ambassadors will periodically review in their team meetings the skills that we need. By periodically, I don't mean weekly, quarterly, or anything. They will. It is not a scheduled cadence. They will really be attentive of what are the skill sets that we need for the program to expand, for the program to flourish at any given time. Throughout the workflow. So they'll match the skills in the data set with the project needs for certain skill sets. And if you got what it needs, you're very likely to get selected to become apprentice ambassador. Now, I said likely because there might be a dynamic of over demand or even oversupply, as we expect. Now, the next slide, please. From then onwards, this is business as usual to those who are familiar with the previous model. You complete the 4-week educational plan, you work on the cool mini project, you ace weekly assessment assisted by your mentor, and finally, if you nail the 4 weeks and impress your mentor and the team, you're officially welcomed as Autonomys ambassador. And yes, we'll celebrate you big at our all hands event. Next slide, Jim, please. So again, why is it a game changing again? Like you said at the beginning, Frederico, why are we doing this? I mean, it's simple. Obviously, we want to find the best talent wherever you are, but we want you to join when you are ready, not necessarily at the beginning of each quarter. Believe me, we missed out on the participation of so many talented community members eager to join simply because they just couldn't start during the quarterly application period. That was truly unfortunate. Now, equally important, we'll be welcoming ambassadors with the specific skill sets needed at the time of onboarding, which is crucial to ensure they can, 1, contribute effectively, and 2, meet the needs of the project. Now, another way to put it is bring on the ambassadors with the right skills at the right time, like finding the perfect puzzle piece. Everything just clicks and the magic happens. But above all, in all seriousness, we want to keep building a community that's flexible, dynamic, and unstoppable. Next slide. Which finally brings me to a call to action. If you're there sitting there thinking, okay, that sounds like me, what are you waiting for? Grab the application form I just pasted. We're going to publish. Fill it out. Let us know why you belong here. And here's a tip. Don't hold back. Show your skills. Tell us your story and make it impossible for us to say no. Aspiring ambassadors, change maker, innovators, let's keep building the Autonomys network into the foundation of AI 3.0. And let's do it with you. Thank you very much. Back to you, Jim.
Thanks very much, Frederico. So something you may not know is that both Emil and I came through the ambassador program and ended up as team. The ambassador program has like a special place in our hearts. But I can't stress enough that the form, which I think hasn't come out, Frederico, maybe when I drag your stage in a second, you'll be able to post from, I think it needs to go from our official account maybe. But yeah, use that form to really sell yourself. Because we're going to be looking for particular skills, so make sure that you make sure that we're aware and that the ambassador teams are aware of what you bring to the table. Yeah, so if you could try and repost that link. I can see it on our streaming software, but I can't see it in the chat that I've got. Sorry, in the copy I've got on the side here, Fredik, just to warn you.
I pasted it on general comments, but I'll like I said, we were going to publish a post with a link, everything everyone needs to know right after this call. No worries.
Okay, so if you can't find it, don't panic. We'll be making further announcements. Thank you very much, Fredik. I'll let you go. Because I'm going to be bringing Ryan on stage. Hey, Ryan, how you doing?
I'm doing well. It's finally my turn.
Indeed. I'll let you get on with it then. Just call out when you want your slides advancing.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to announce our Drip V1, the Drip soft launch, which will be powered by our amazing engagement ambassadors. Our vision is quite simple here, but it's powerful. Reward our incredible community members for their passion, participation, and creativity. And so we've designed a point system that turns interactions into an opportunity for awesome rewards. Next slide, please.
I've just realized that this isn't the latest slide deck, is it, Ryan? Should we try and fix that quickly? Because I can see a different slide. I want to make sure that you're not going to have the wrong stuff up here. Is that no?
Yeah, do you mind switching it to the?
Of course not. Let's just do that quickly. We've had this before. Okay, bear with us, everyone. I know this makes great TV. Okay. So in case anyone's wondering, I see that Bing Bang's commented with nice screen, and I can see that Macy is in the audience as well. We have Macy to thank for all these wonderful, consistently themed backgrounds and slides and images. Right, I think let's just check. Have we got the right slides now? Come on, please. Hey, okay, right, we're back on track. I'll leave you to it. Thanks, Ryan. Sorry,
Okay,
I've ruined your flow. Do you want this slide or the next one?
Yeah, no, this is good. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah, as I was saying, amazing Autonauts. We finally have the Drip program. As you know, if you're an ambassador, we've been talking about this for a while, but we're finally launching it. And so I'm gonna explain kind of how it works. Next slide, please. This is an example quest. So what you have to do is we made earning points really simple, but genuinely fun. So this one is made by our amazing engagement ambassador, Ivan. And so it's a really simple task. You just fill it out, and in return, you get points. And there are also other ways to get points. So for example, social media boosting, like our Autonomys tweets and watch your points grow. Or if you want to become a farmer, become a verified farmer, and you also get points for that. Or if you're just feeling a little bit show and telly, you can showcase your setup, snap a photo, and send it into the Drip quest, and you get rewarded. Next slide, please. Drip also allows us to bring games back. So if you're a community OG, you know that for about a year, we ran weekly poker and blackjack reward games. And so you're able to play blackjack and poker with your fellow community members and also get rewarded for it. So next slide, please. But what are these points? What do they actually mean? They mean prizes, and specifically store merch credit. So if you remember in our Big Bang, we introduced the legacy merchandise, and this system is no different. You're able to submit your points into amazing merchandise. So here we have the legacy fleece jacket, as well as the design for the t-shirts and hoodies. If you talk to any of the other Big Bang winners who have gone on their merch, I know they'll tell you that it's very comfy, it's very awesome looking. So it's something we're very proud of. And so in the next few weeks, we're going to be giving away over $1,000 in store merch credit through Drip Rewards. So this is really your chance to get your hands on some incredible swag, absolutely free. So join the #Drip channel and start earning today and have fun with it and engage with your fellow community members, and let's bring Autonomys to the moon.
Thanks, Ryan. Yeah, so this is a soft launch, isn't it? So there's an element of experimentation going on. We're not expecting to have any problems, but it is kind of a testing phase. We hope that we're going to kind of solidify how it's all going to work going into the new year. Is that fair to say, Ryan?
Yes, of course, of course. It is the version 1, and V1s always take some time to turn into V2. So be ready for any announcements and just check it out. Check out, see if you like the program, and I'm always happy to take community feedback. So if you have any feedback, feel free to reach out to me.
Thanks, Ryan. Okay. Okay, so that's perfect timing because we can move into Q&A. So we have been tracking questions, guys. Are there no questions? I can only see 2 actual questions so far. So the first one is from Inutik. What about Discord roles from the previous graffiti contest? Pradeep, I'm going to bring you back on stage. Can you give us an update on what's going on there? I surprised Pradeep here, so I'm hoping he's got an answer prepared.
Yeah, you will by end of today, you get the roles. There was some debate about the most adequate and the coolest emoji for the role, but that's done. Right after the call, everyone will get theirs. Don't worry.
Okay, so you heard it here first, guys. Thanks for the question, Inutik. Oh, I forgot to add the question to the in case anyone wants to see it when they're rewatching later. Okay, so we've got another question here from PPLLCC. Hi team, could you kindly summary the 2025 token transfer schedule explanation really quick? Thanks. So the 2025 token transfer schedule. So are you referring to the token allocation and distribution documentation, which I can post in the chat while I wait for you to confirm, PPLLCC. Let me find the link. Yep. Okay, here we go. So that is where you can find all the information about scheduled token unlocks, which I think is what you're asking, PPLC. If that's not what you're after, please do let me know. I don't have any additional information besides what's in that document. I hope that answers your question. Nanao Yuki, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, apologies if not. Is there anything you can reveal about the second phase? Nothing beyond what we've shared already on the official channels. As I said, if you're subscribed to forum announcements, if you're keeping an eye on Discord announcements channel, if you're following our Twitter, everything gets announced there. Okay. PPLLCC again. May we get some hints on what token holder can utilize with their tokens in the future? So yeah, so that's quite an expansive question, PPLLCC. So there will be announcements made about utility. Obviously, we need domains to bring like the compute to the storage that we have. At the moment, we are in the in a phase of bootstrapping the consensus chain. If you check out our resources or even the video where the last video that we did, the last community call we did, where I introduced how kind of the consensus ring with the farmers and the execution sitting on top. The phase 2 will bring the execution environments that unlock lots more use cases besides just storage. If you take a look at our Twitter, you'll see that we're partnering with lots of decentralized AI companies, and we are working through the use cases that we're going to be going to market with. So stay tuned, essentially, PPLLCC. Thomas Besteri, how many team members is working in your team? I counted 34 on your website. Is it still accurate? Are you hiring? Great question. I think you're actually spot on. Is around that number. I don't know exactly what the number is, but if you go to our website, and let me just find it for you, drop it in the chat. It's in the About section, and then you go to Team. This is where you can see who works for us. And yeah, we are hiring actually. So let me just find you the link there. If I can find it. There we go. So if you've got the skills we're looking for, please do apply, Thomas. Okay, PPLLCC. Nope, the plan of allowing token transfer. So token transfers will come with phase 2. And if you, I'm going to pass you some more links for you to read about how that works. Here we go, PPLLCC. So you can read about our phased approach. So as I said, phase 1 is bootstrapping consensus chain, and then phase 2 enables transfers and brings the utility of domains. About farmer pools, one more time, please. GCPU free. Can you be a bit more specific? So, you know, really pools are going to be an inevitability for a project like ours. We are aware, you know, we see the chatter in the community, but we don't advise using a pool. It's, you know, none of them are open source. You don't really know what they're doing. They're not offering their services for free. As far as I know, they all take a tax of varying amounts. And yeah, I hear anecdotally that the plots aren't compatible with the official software, so there's an element of lock-in. And as Randy said, you know, our goal is that our software should be the easiest to use. So if you have any feedback on something that we're not quite hitting the mark on, please do let us know, and we will see if we can address it. Okay, guys, any more questions? Okay, well, it's been a quiet one. So what we'll do is we'll wrap up today, guys. But obviously, we're always available in in Discord and our various socials. But as we come to the end of today's Farmer Office Hours, I want to take a moment to thank each of you for joining and contributing to what has been, as usual, a great session. Mainnet is live, escape velocity has been achieved, and the energy and innovation from this community continue to inspire us all. Today, we've celebrated our collective milestones, explored exciting initiatives ahead, and acknowledged the creativity that makes this network so special. It's clear that every node, every plot, and every voice in this community is driving Autonomys toward its full potential. And I have another slide, don't I? Of course. Before we go, don't forget to check out the Farmer Outreach Initiative on X I mentioned earlier. I'm going to drop the link in the chat again. And I have something special here as well. So that X post there, it's a great way to share your farming journey with the community. But for those looking for a deeper understanding of what makes Autonomys tick, maybe the questions that we saw earlier, you know, you need to maybe do a little bit more research on how domains and execution work. We have a Masari report. It's only come out today. Essentially, it's a must read in my book. So I'm going to drop the link here because I don't want you all reading it at the start while we're talking. So I'm going to give you it for bedtime reading. I'd place this somewhere between our white paper and our light paper, both available on our website. It is a great read. And yeah, these are just a couple of ways to stay engaged and show the world what we're building together. Do follow us on X, please. So this call has been streamed to YouTube, LinkedIn and Twitter in case you want to revisit any of the segments later on. And all that's left is to say thank you once again for spending your time with us. Keep an eye on our socials for future announcements. We look forward to seeing you at our next event. Until then, keep farming, keep questioning, and as always, stay connected. Thanks, everyone.